What's good? Y'all know who it is, and y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live. Live here in LA, y'all. It's Los Angeles, brother. La La Land. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered, bro. Top of the morning. Top of the morning to all y'all out there, man. Top of the morning. I hope your morning, afternoon, and evening, because you know we are worldwide. We got subscribers and members all over everywhere. Hope it's going well for you. First things first, man. Salute to the unfiltered nation. Salute to the unfiltered fan. Salute to the mod squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up. Hit that notification bell so you know when we pop on here, you won't be the last to know. Okay? Go ahead and reset it, man. Make sure it's you in the loop. You don't want to be the person finding out that the party was lit and you didn't look at your phone, bro. You don't want that. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience, 50% of the audience. That means if there's half the people, there should be likes for those people that are in here. Last but not least, tip the tip the bartender, dog, who does nothing on a daily basis but just pour good ass, strong ass drinks and give you good game. That would be me. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Didn't Uncle Shaq tell you guys yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and the day before, which is Friday when it all started, that this wasn't going away? The Shedeur Sanders absolute collusion and hate fest campaign didn't end when he got drafted in the 5th round at pick 144. I told you guys that yesterday. I had a lot of people, subscribers and other people, tell me, Shaq, okay, let it go. It's enough. Nah, dog. You don't get to determine when it's over. I told you, every day there's going to be a new development in this situation. Everybody thought that they could just put this kid in his place. Ha ha, he, jokey, smurf, kiki, all of that. He got embarrassed. We're getting a laugh. Let it go. But I told you, we're not letting it go, bro. And the heat got on the NFL. The heat, I tried to tell you guys, man. The heat got on the league because of all the people in Atlanta, all those Atlanta Falcons fans who love Deion Sanders, who don't care about what you're talking about, who love his son Shedeur, are straight going crazy about trying to fire the DC Jeff Ulbrich, whose son Jack Ulbrich was the absolute facilitator of a stupid ass joke that he thought was super funny. The NFL didn't think it was so funny and took some money from these cats, bro. And that's what you do. While you're laughing, we're garnishing your check. Here we go. The NFL has fined the Atlanta Falcons $250,000 and defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich $100,000 in response to Ulbrich's son prank call made to Shedeur Sanders during the draft. Okay? We all know that this kid is 21 years old, in college, admitted to the prank, apologized in an Instagram post, got a chance to call Shedeur and apologize. Falcons had to put a statement in, all of that. We know all of that, man. And how he claimed that he, wrote down his number from his father's open iPad, conducted a prank phone call, and the NFL said what I said a couple of days ago. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if I told you that this isn't just a joke. This is a breach of security, a breach of people's telephone numbers, intellectual property, and private security information is a telephone number, dog. Okay, just because you guys are running around still playing pranks at 21, the league doesn't play that. So this is what they officially said. The NFL said the fines were for, because y'all say he shouldn't get fined for the prank. Okay, the NFL didn't fine the Falcons and Jeff Ulbrich for the prank call. They got fined for, quote, failure to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft. Unquote. So for all of these Bubbas and all of these wannabe Johnny Knoxvilles and all these wannabe jerky boy dudes out there, just because you want to laugh at somebody's expense, you have to be willing to pay the fiddler, bro. You ordered all those drinks to impress these girls that you're never going to clap. Now you have to pay the bill. The bill is $800. You didn't get a number. Nobody's giving you any type of buns. Now you don't get to complain when the bill is presented to you. That's your bill, homie. That's you. Okay? Now the bill has been presented. Now you want to cry. All right? Not because of the prank call. It's because of the quote failure to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of an NFL draft. You broke security breach. It was a security breach, like I said. Just because you don't like Shedeur Sanders and you want to put him in his place because he's an uppity nigga. Okay, that's what you really want to say. I'll just go ahead and say it for you. Just because he's an uppity nigga doesn't mean you can break the rules, bro. Like the rules say, confidential info. You got to break bread. Okay, so here's what the Falcons said. The Falcons had to put out another statement. Now, like I said, man, now everybody wants to act like this is Shedeur's fault. Oh man, Shedeur's a big baby. He's soft. This ain't nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. This had to do with your father's job, homie. This is your father's corporate job, who is now on the hook for $250,000 because your dumbass 21-year-old son wanted to impress a girl that he's never going to get with. This is all over a girl. You don't do this to impress your friends when you're 21, bro. This is that when you're trying to impress your friends, you're 13, you're 14, you're 12, you're 9. You know, you're not, you may not even be 16. By the time you're driving, you're like, okay, I'm about these females. Okay, that's what you should be doing. When you're 21, bro, you're trying to impress a female. That's what you're doing it for. Come to find out that I guess the general manager's daughter, her name is Sydney something, goes to Ole Miss. So I think you was crushing on her, and you know, due to the fact that Shedeur reportedly had a bad interview with the Giants, this, you know, allegedly, but I'm smart, you know what I'm saying? I'm smart. I've been out there, okay, and I know how things work. You thought it was going to be a good idea. You can impress this girl because from what was said, she liked a lot of the posts that she was liking the posts on this prank. You videotaped it. Because I've never known anybody to do a prank call and they videotape it and post it. So you wanted to be seen. You sat on the bed with your head in your hands and you let your boy do it so you can impress a girl who you're not going to clap. That's what it is. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to say what it is now, but it ain't. Okay? So they had to put out a statement. So now your dad's job has to put out 2 statements behind your dumbass. Okay? 2 statements behind your dumbass. And I'm definitely gonna blaze one for the nation because it's not over yet. We're not letting it go, bro. I keep telling you, man. You were messing with somebody you shouldn't have been messing with, man. You should have knew, man. You should have picked another kid. You should have picked somebody else. You picked the wrong one, dog. Sorry, dog. Hey, we're in my neighborhood, bro. You picked on somebody's little brother. You don't get to say, "Oh, I didn't know it was Bubba's brother." "Oh, I didn't know it was Louis's brother." "Oh yeah, Louis's a gangster." You didn't know that, dog. You should have read the memo, bro. Like you picked on him, not understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Lamont and them's family. Now you got to deal with that. Oh no, it ain't no crying now, dog. You're getting ready to get your ass thoroughly kicked, and that's what it is, bro. You should have thought about that. Okay, all right. So with that being said, the Falcons had to put out another statement behind this idiot. Quote, the Falcons, "We appreciate the NFL's swift and thorough review of last week's data exposure." There you go right there, bro. All these people want to say, it's a prank, man. It's not illegal to do a prank. It's not illegal. Man. Okay, you're right. But I'm right, too. You're not getting in trouble. You're not getting in trouble, bro, because of the prank. You're getting in trouble because of what? The data exposure. You exposed the data. You wouldn't have never been able to make the phone call to get the laugh if you didn't get the exposure of the data. And that's what the Falcons are saying. The event that transpired to it, we are proactive in addressing the situation internally. What does that mean? We are proactive in addressing the situation internally. That means HR and Chloe and them are doing their investigation and have cooperated fully with the league throughout the process and accept the discipline levied to Coach Jeff Ulbrich and the organization. They're saying, all right, man, we just going, all right, y'all, you got us. You got us, homie. We're not even going to debate that, dog. You got us clean. They said, we don't want no smoke. Right. Yep. We did it. Yep. Yeah. Now it's not funny. Okay. It says, we are confident in our security policies and practices and will continue to emphasize adherence to them with our staff, whether on or off the premises. Meaning that while you're on the property, we're going to make sure that the security policies and practices are followed. And if you're at the crib, so when you're working from home and you leave your computer station and you don't log out, you don't get to say, hey man, I was at home, dog, and my son got in there and deleted all the, deleted the damn documents that we needed to submit for the stock options that we're getting, the IPO we're getting ready to launch. No, dog, you're responsible for that too. Doesn't matter. Falcons also added this. Let me go ahead and light this up. I mean, it's beautiful, bro. I'm celebrating because we're still on you, dog. We're on you like your girlfriend's back pockets, bro. Our hands are in her back pockets, not you. Just letting you know, we're on our ass, like your girlfriend's back pocket, bro. Okay, all right. We're letting you know that. All right. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So the Falcons also added this. They said the Ulbrich family is working with the organization to participate in community service initiatives in relations to last week's matter. The Ulbrich family is working with the Falcons to participate in community services initiatives in relations to last week's matter, meaning that this Jax Ulbrich is going to be out in the Atlanta metropolitan area passing out turkeys during Christmas. This kid has to get out there and see the fan base. Oh, your ass is going to be over at those boys and girls clubs. Oh, your ass is going to be over there and standing in front of the hood. You're going to be in the SWATs. You're going to be in Alpharetta. You're going to be in Norcross. You're going to be in Stone Mountain. I used to live in Atlanta, man. I lived in Atlanta for 4 months, okay, working on an album for LaFace Records. I know that entire city. I got cousins there. You're going to be down there on Old Natal Road. You're going to be around all those people that look like Shedeur Sanders, dog. You got to get out there and kiss baby, shake hands, and apologize to the community. I mean, this beautiful, bro. This beautiful as hell. This beautiful as hell, bro. Okay? This wonderful, all right? Like I said, man, these jokes that you guys want to do, now you have to pay for them, dog. You have to pay for all these shit, shit kicking and shenanigans. Now you got to pay, bro. Okay. So the next thing that I've been hearing from you guys that are crying now it's, well, what about all the other people? See, that's what happens when you get caught. Oh man, what about everybody else that's doing it, man? What about those other people that got pranked? Here we go, bro. Funny as hell. Funny as hell. Let me tell you what was said about that. The NFL also knew that you guys were going to try to figure out, well, what about Tyler Warren? He got pranked. What about Cal McCord? What about Mason Graham? What about Chase Luntz? What about all these other dudes? Are you guys going to find the people that did that too? They're already ahead of you. Here's what the NFL said, okay? The NFL said that the phone calls, the other prank phone calls that were done, there was a lot of them, including Abdul Carter, who got drafted by the Giants, got pranked too. I'm going to get into that. They said that this phone call didn't have anything to do with any other prank phone calls that were done. All the other prank phone calls did not come from this phone or from this situation. All those are separate. But there was only one genius that filmed himself and themselves conducting it. Everybody else was smart enough not to put their face on camera. Everybody else was smart enough not to throw it on Instagram. Everybody else was smart enough to keep themselves, some anonymity. Everybody else was smart. They covered their face up when they went into the bank to go and get and withdraw the money illegally. You walked around with your face exposed, bro, with face recognition software. So for all you guys that are talking about, what about the other dudes? They haven't found them yet. Two different situations, bro. Y'all was robbing the liquor store. They was robbing J.C. Penney's. You don't get to say, well, what about them? Nah, we got some people on that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about all these other phone calls. We're looking into that. But you made it real easy, dog. Okay? Not only did you commit the crime, you left your ID by the register. You just went in your wallet, took your register ID out, and just your license, and just put it on there and took the money, bro. Very easy for us to get you. So for all of you guys that are crying, how come this is one situation? All of these dudes is about to get it. Everybody that pranked anybody is all getting ready to get it. The NFL, their security is their former police, FBI, DEA, CIA. They have professionals that are running around, and they're gonna find every phone, every number, every IP address. They're gonna run you down, and you're gonna be sitting with your girlfriend at Starbucks, and they're gonna walk up to you. The feds are gonna walk up to you, bro, and they're gonna cuff your ass, bro. And I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. All of this because you wanted to put a 23-year-old, cocky, entitled football player who happens to be African American, because you didn't like that, and make a joke out of it. Now it's a $350,000 fine, bro. And you know what? It couldn't have happened to a better guy. I love it, bro. I absolutely love it, dog. The league's not done with you guys. Okay? The league is trying to use you and use this Jax Ulbrich dude as Lee Harvey Oswald. You're trying to make him into a patsy. Okay? You're trying to make him into the person who masterminded the entire situation when it came to President John F. Kennedy. We all who have any common sense, allegedly, would know that one person couldn't have done that by himself. But you're going to throw Jack Ulbrich's name to the woods, not trying to take the smoke off of that damn collusion shit that you did on his draft pick. Allegedly. So the NFL's like, hey, man, we throwing your son, we throwing the Falcons, we throwing all y'all to the dogs, bro. And guess what? I'm here for it. Let's just get them one at a time, bro. We're just going to pick you guys off one at a time. We're just going to go around. We're going to get to who is the main culprit. Get you first, get you second. Just go down the line, get all of y'all. Okay? Now, the NFL is still looking into the other prank calls made to players during the draft. They're still looking for the rest of these clowns. They're going to find you, bro. And it says they are all unrelated to the Sanders call. This was from the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because an investigation is ongoing. I mean, come on, bro. Now, put your questions down, put your shit down. This is what another thing I'm going to say, man. Some of you guys were talking about, well, it's only $100,000. Jeff Ulbrich was fined $100,000 from the NFL. The Falcons was fined $250,000. Who do you think is going to pay that other $250,000? Do you think Atlanta Falcons are going to pay for it, or do you think they're going to garnish Jeff Ulbrich's check? You tell me what they're going to do. Oh, they're going to pay a fine for something they didn't have nothing to do with? No, they're going to take it out of Jeff Ulbrich's salary. So now, Jax Ulbrich just cost his father $350,000. Not $100,000. $350,000. 350 stacks, bro. The Falcons aren't going to pay that. They're just, okay, You're paying. We're gonna just take it out of your salary, bro. So this was, it's a $350,000 phone call that you didn't even have the balls to make. You're in college, bro. You don't got no money, dog. Defensive coordinators don't make that much money, bro. They make a few million. They make some, few million. They might make million, 2 million. Dude, your parents are paying for your education. They could have took $350,000 and bought you an investment property. They could have took $350,000 and put it in the stock market for you. They could have took $350,000 and helped to pay for your master's degree. But you're a dumbass. You did all of this to impress a girl who was never going to give you no buns, bruh. And now your father's on the hook for $350,000 and they want him fired. And do not be surprised if the pressure is going to get to the point where if he doesn't get fired this year, he'll be fired by the end of next year because the Falcons ain't going to do shit. Falcons ain't going to do nothing. Your dad is getting fired, bro, whether it be soon or at the end of the year. I guarantee you your father will not be the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons next season. This is all on you, bro. And you know what, man? For all you guys that said, "Oh, harm, no foul," pay for it. That's all. You broke it, you bought it. Simple as that, bro. You broke it, you bought it. We're not gonna argue with you about it, man. Oh man, it was an accident. Oh yeah. Charlie, ring him up. And what we argue with you for, bro? Just pay the freight. Pay for the joke, bro. Pay for it. The joke costs, the funniness costs $350. And not $350, $350K. Plus the community is on your ass. The community wants you fired, bro. The Falcons fan base doesn't want to see you, which is why the Falcons said, we're working with the organization to participate in community service initiatives. Community service? What's community service got to do with a prank call? Shedeur Sanders plays for the Cleveland Browns, dog. Does Shedeur Sanders play for the Atlanta Falcons, bro? No. He plays for a whole nother team in a whole nother state, in a whole nother conference, in a whole nother division. Why does the Falcons have to get the Ulbrich family involved with community service initiatives in relations to last week's matter? You didn't do no community service initiatives before this. And now you're saying it's because of the Shedeur situation, because the community in Atlanta that looks like Shedeur Sanders, that his father is an absolute legend in two sports, the Braves and the Falcons, are pissed off. And I love it, bro. I love it. Now go out there, bro. Now go out there, dog, and do what you got to do, though. Now stand in front of these people and tell them why your ass did that shit, okay? And try to figure out how you're going to get your dad's $350K back. But you don't know how to do that because you're in college. You're 21. You don't got no money, dog. You were a failed football player, bro. Failed football player. He played football at a little small-ass school. The dude only had 10 carries for 57 yards in the entire season. Go look it up, dog. This dude's a scrub football player, okay? You weren't there on scholarship, obviously. Your father's paying your education. You cost your whole family $350,000, and you still didn't clap. I mean, we love it. We love it, bro. We love it, dog. And we're not going to stop. We're going to stay on your ass. And all these other dudes that's running around thinking that you got away with it, the NFL made it clear. We are still investigating the rest of the calls. Now, it gets better. Okay? So, like I said before, all y'all crying and how come it's only because of Shedeur? No, it's not because of Shedeur. All right? Shedeur's the first one. This was easy, bro. You left your DNA, bro. Okay, you left your DNA, dog. Right? Right? You was in front of that window. You was getting it in with yourself. They ran the DNA off the wall. They put it into the system. Your DNA came up. It's real easy, bro. It was you. You don't get to say it with somebody else. It was you. Okay. Plus, we got pictures and camera, and you filmed it. Okay, you're done. So that's the first domino. Now, the other dominoes, be prepared to see more people fall. You're gonna get sued. You're not gonna get arrested. You're not going to jail, but you're gonna get sued, bro. You're going to get sued by the NFL, and you don't got the kind of money to solve that, bro. You're going to be broke a long time. All y'all kids running around laughing, you're gonna be broke a long time, dog. They're gonna get all these these judgments on your ass, bro. Funny as hell. This is hilarious. I love it, dog. Stop messing with black folks, brown folks, spotted, dotted, polka dotted, striped folks. Stop messing with white folks. Stop messing with every kind of folk that's not messing with you. Because now, it's your ass. Said, man, we don't, hey man, ain't about race now, dog. Remember? This is about money. It's about that green, dog. It ain't about race no more. Okay? Tyler Warren ain't black. Kyle McCord ain't black. They're getting investigated too, dog. Everybody's gonna pay, bro. Everybody's about to break a back. But let's not do the race thing. Let's just get to the part where you have to cut a check. Matter of fact, your checks ain't good. We need a cashier's check, bro. We need an electronic debit. I love it. Love it, dog. And you know what? All you guys who are still saying it was worth it, you didn't have to pay, bro. You're still trying to figure out whether or not you can get the last little bit of jelly out the side of the jar that's in there so you can have a sandwich during your lunch. Okay? We understand your struggle. You're on a struggle bus. But hey, it is what it is. Okay? Now, here's the other part. Abdul Carter, who was what, the third pick of the draft? Fourth? Somewhere. He was a top 5 pick. Went to the Giants. I think he was 4. He was 4. Okay? Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter got a phone call, a prank call too. All right? Per his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. Now, if you know football like I do, and you know football like a lot of us do, we know Drew Rosenhaus is one of the biggest agents in pro sports, especially the NFL. You got him, you got Lee Steinberg, you got all these dudes who are legendary agents. So Drew Rosenhaus, he represents everybody that's big, bro. Is Abdul Carter's agent. Here's what he said. He talked to Adam Schefter. I mean, this is the kind of shit that's funny to me. I mean, who do y'all think y'all playing with? Y'all really thought that Shedeur was just a little black dude that's at the local high school that you guys could do some shit to and nobody's gonna do nothing? Nah. You messed around with a rich person's kid who happens to be a legend in the sport. I mean, you guys really did it. You really did the wrong shit. Okay, so Abdul Carter got a phone call before. All right, and this is what Drew Rosenhaus told Adam Schefter. He said, Abdul and I knew it was BS when we got it because it didn't make no sense. He said, and didn't even tell his family about the call, quote unquote. So when it happened, they didn't even tell Abdul Carter's family about it until after. They're like, don't even get your family upset about it. It's bullshit. I am Abdul Carter. I am Drew Rosenhaus. I know how this works. This isn't that person's voice. So when they called and they pretended they were somebody, Drew Rosenhaus talks to every GM in the league. He knew it wasn't that person. The way they talked, the way they introduced themselves. He said, as soon as we got the call, we knew it was bullshit. But we didn't even bother to tell his family that it was bullshit. He just said, let it go. Let's just not. And that was smart, bro. Okay? With that being said, another thing that's coming out is that a lot of the reason why Shedeur Sanders got picked in the 5th round was because he didn't have an agent that was sanctioned. A lot of people are saying if Shedeur would have had an agent, it wouldn't have happened. They're fighting back because guess who was Shedeur's agent? Prime time, prime time, prime time. Deion Sanders was acting as Shedeur's agent during this entire process, which is another reason why they gave him the runaround. The agents didn't eat off of that. All right? So, with that being said, I just told you Abdul Carter's agent is Drew Rosenhaus, one of the most powerful agents in team sports. Guess who Drew Rosenhaus's other client is? No, not Shedeur Sanders. Too easy. Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh's agent is Drew Rosenhaus. I mean, this is just getting better and better, bro. The guy who didn't even get drafted, agent, is one of the most powerful agents in team sports and especially the NFL. You don't think Drew Rosenhaus is gonna help out? And he knows Prime too. You don't think that Drew Rosenhaus is gonna use his clout? His other client also was pranked. His brother's client also got pranked. I mean, this shit is getting beautiful, bro. This is wonderful. This is what happens when you don't think a crime through, bro. This is why a lot of y'all shouldn't be criminals, man. You shouldn't be criminals, bro, because you don't have the wherewithal and the thought process to think everything through, bro. You thought it was as easy to go and get the money and just leave, not understanding that there's professional people that know how to investigate crimes better than you know how to be a crook. All right? The police are better at what they do than what you do. All right? That's why you got caught in 24 hours, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. With all that being said, bro, it gets even better. I mean, Uncle Shaq is here to tell you. I'm here to let you know all the shit. So when your friends are at work and they're laughing, or your coworkers are laughing about it, you get to you look at them and be like, y'all really stupid. Okay? That's how you know don't tell them anything you got planned. That's how you let them know you're not applying for the manager's job. Don't tell none of these dudes that think this shit is super funny. Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them your girl's name. Don't tell them that you're getting ready to go get that Hellcat. Don't tell them that you're up for a promotion. Don't tell these fools nothing, because they're going to sabotage you, dog. I'm telling you now, bro. Anybody that thinks this shit is funny, get away, bro, because it isn't. Now, let me tell you the rest. So, across the league, everybody was thinking that the Atlanta Falcons were going to get off unscathed. A lot of people in the league, a lot of the media, let's get these likes up. A lot of them thought that the Falcons wasn't going to be punished because who is the GM and the CEO of the Atlanta Falcons? His name is Rich McKay. Rich McKay is also the chairman of the rules committee of the National Football League. So, no bleeding with the crown in your helmet, Rich McKay. Whack ass kickoff rules, Rich McKay. All these things that we don't like about the rules being changed. Rich McKay is the chairman of the rules committee for the entire National Football League. He sits at the head of the table, right? So they thought that since Rich McKay is in that position where he is in charge of the rules committee, he is the chairman of the committee. Any rule that needs to be changed, he is in charge of that. So they're not gonna find his organization if he's that up in the ranks. He's that high up, bro. A dude from the Falcons is in charge of all the rule changes for the entire NFL, not somebody from the Cowboys, not somebody from the Patriots. We know those two teams are the most powerful ones in the league. Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft. Nah. But guess what? They still got fined. But from what's being said, they took it easy. They took it easy on the Falcons because of Rich McKay. They didn't go as hard as they would have went if it was somebody else. If it wasn't the Falcons, and if it was your team, if it was the Raiders, if it was the Cowboys, if it was the Niners, if it was the Packers, if it was the Broncos, if it was the Texans, if it was the Dolphins, if it was the Jaguars, if it was any other team, if it was the Jets, if it was the Giants, whoever you name that's not the Falcons, they would have took draft picks. This is what's being reported. They would have took draft picks away from that team. Just be happy it wasn't you. Because if you're not the Falcons, you only get a slap on the wrist. But if you're not the Falcons, and these other people were called, these other players were called, Tyler Warren, Kyle McCord, Mason Graham, Chase Luntz, Abdul Carter and a bunch of other people who they didn't name. Let it be known and find out that whoever made those phone calls were anywhere related, baby mama, dumbass son, thought ass daughter, whoever it was, thirsty ass grandmama. When if you have any connection to any team, you're gonna lose draft picks, bro. I'm telling you, this shit was not worth it. Wasn't worth it, y'all. It wasn't worth it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, bro. And we're gonna keep reporting it because it didn't go away, bro. Every day something else pops. Today, fines. Yesterday, Boomer Esiason, we did videos on all that. Go back and watch it. Boomer Esiason confirmed at the NFL. He had 3 guys that said that the owners told him to take him off the board. We got a collusion accusation. It just goes on and on. Then we found out the day before that it was the son of the defensive coordinator for the Falcons. It just keeps going on. Every day something else gets released. And you know what, bro? Hey, it was funny. Now pay for it. That's all. But Jeff Ulbrich is going to be paying $350,000, bro, because the Falcons aren't going to eat that. Falcons ain't paying that fine. I wouldn't. Why would I pay a fine, bro? I just take it out of your salary, bro. The league fined you $100,000, and now I'm going to fine you $250,000 because they fined me $250,000, bro. Okay? Let me put it to you in terms a lot of you guys can understand. Your 16-year-old son, now I ain't going to say your daughter, because your daughter, you guys would do something different, so I'm not going to say your daughter. Your 16-year-old son, bro, just gets his driver's license, bro. And he, driver's license, everything seems to be cool. You get a notice in the mail that your son was going 90 and a 60, 65, got a speeding ticket, bro. The speeding ticket is, $475, bro. Okay? You're responsible for it because why? It's your car. He don't own the car. He can't legally own a car. He's a minor. He's on your insurance. Okay? They got him with the camera clear. They don't know who it is. You see it. It's a picture of your son. Okay? He's driving 90 and a 65. They billed you $475. Your son works at Subway. What do? You ask your son, hey, how's everything going with the driving? Anything happening? Oh, no, Dad, no, everything's good. Well, what's this? You pull it out. It's a $475. Oh, Dad, I didn't know. Says you were going 90. Why were you going 90 in my car? Oh, son, who's paying it? If you're a good father, who's paying it? Are you paying it? Now, if your son don't got it, he don't got it. But if he got it, who pays it? Now, your daughter, you gonna let that slide. I mean, if I had a daughter, I'd be like, hey, baby, hey, Daddy gonna take care of it this time, and don't do that shit again. That's my daughter. But my son, you're paying it. You're gonna pay. I don't know what I don't got it. Well, you're gonna be mowing lawns, or you're gonna be washing cars, or you're gonna be folding clothes, or your ass is gonna be, you're gonna go next door, or you're gonna be going down to the homeless shelter. You're gonna be pouring soup in a cup. Your ass is doing something, dog. You don't get to charge me $475 for some shit you did. What do you think the Falcons are gonna do, dog? You think they're gonna let Jeff Ulbrich walk away with only $100,000 fine, and they pay the other $250 when I gotta pay you anyway? Nah, dog, Chloe's gonna go ahead and add that. He's gonna send that shit to the payroll department, and they're gonna take that other $250 out your ass. So now the phone call was $350,000. $350,000 prank call. I mean, you can't make it up, dog. It's funny though. Let me laugh with you. You laugh for that, and I laugh for the money. It's funny, but it ain't. Okay. That's crazy, bro. See what happens, bro? Just because you don't like people, man. A lot of y'all think because you don't like somebody that they're food, bro. A lot of you think because you don't like somebody or like how they act, that they're food, that they're there to be consumed. They're there for you to put in place, bro. That life does that, man. You don't put yourself in harm's way to teach somebody a lesson when life will do it themselves, bro. You that's just stupid when you got shit to lose. Okay. All right. You let life deal with that. You're like, okay, well, they're gonna get their comeuppance. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to me many a times, dog. Somebody thought that they did something to Shaq or said something or tried to mess my shit up or whatever, dog. It might be a year later, it might be 2 years later. I might hear about it later on, dog. I might be driving, driving by on a rainy day, and I see you at the bus stop, man. In a park of, water dripping off your face, bro. You're waiting for the bus. I mean, shit. You don't get to do things to people and nothing happens to you. I don't know where y'all getting that from, dog. It got nothing to do with black, white, Catholic, Protestant, male, female, you know, heterosexual, bisexual, or any other sexual. Okay? You do dirt, you get dirty. Said, man, you did the dirt, pay the freight. Funny as hell, bro. And it's not over. Because all these other dudes, they gonna find you. It ain't hard, bro. You call from a phone. You call from a phone. You're breaching the security on the number one sport in the in the United States of America and in the world is the NFL. It's just a matter of time. It just, like, okay. You're playing poker with the homies. You don't think nothing's gonna happen, dog. You can go out to your car, dog. They gonna surround your shit. That's it. Okay? They're gonna surround your shit, bro. And I'm gonna be laughing because it's still funny though. But $350,000, bro. I mean, shit. The phone call was what? A minute? Let's see. Let's just do some basic math. 350 divided by 60 seconds. That's about 150,000. No, that's about 15,000. Let me see. Carried it to. Man, that's over 10 grand a second, bruh. And about a little bit like maybe 12,000 a second. Is this Shedeur? 10 grand. Hey, this is Mickey Loomis from the New Orleans Saints. About 25,000 right there. 2 sentences cost your father 30 bands. I love it. It's beautiful. And the good old boys, man, you guys, man, y'all really thought you was going to get a laugh on this kid and nothing was going to happen, bro. But hey, nah, dog. And you got to get out there, bro. And you got to get out there, man, and go to Pookie's neighborhood and cover up graffiti and shit. They're going to have Jack's Ulbrich down there in the hood, bro. I mean, tell them, when I was living in Atlanta, I went to all the hood spots because that's where the food is. The food is in the hood, bro. The mall, man, Greenbrier Mall, all the real, when Shaq talks and I start saying stuff, bro, the people who are from those areas, if you're from those areas and you're familiar with those areas, you're going to look at me and say, that nigga is a real one. He really was in those areas. Because I really was, bro. I was where it was cracking, bro. Okay, I'm always in the hood. What am I to be afraid of? I'm not afraid to be there. I'm not doing that, and I'm going with people who are from there. So all down there in the SWATs, all there in Southwest Atlanta, all y'all down there in them places down over there by Hartsfield Airport, bro. Okay, not College Park, not the safe areas, bro. Nah. We're talking about the hood. Your ass is going to be down there, bro, cutting lawns. You're going to be out there painting basketball goals. You're going to be down there, bro, planting flowers in areas that the flowers ain't even going to last a day. I mean, it's beautiful, bro. Beautiful. So what do you got to say now? The rest of y'all getting ready to get caught. All right? Oh, and last but not least, y'all remember the Jerky Boys, bro? The Jerky Boys, bro. They used to do all the pranks, man, back in the 90s and all of that. We all know Johnny Knoxville and them. But the Jerky Boys, they used to do that too. I don't know the guy's name, but he's the main dude from the Jerky Boys. Okay? They made millions and millions of dollars on pranks. They called him and he did an interview and they asked him about this prank, since you guys are so experts on pranks. And you know what he said? He said, we are the king of pranks, but we wouldn't have did this one. And they were like, why? They said, because this is too important to somebody for us to do a prank on. So even the people who are the kings of pranks didn't find it funny. They didn't think it was funny at all. He's like, that's not even something we would have touched, man. We wouldn't have did that, though. We would have had plenty of chances to do something like that. He says, nah, there's certain things we still did things in the confines of what was right and what wasn't right. Okay? This shit was absolutely not right. You want to get even with Shedeur Sanders, you get even with him on that grass, bro. You don't do all of that because it cost your father $350,000. All right? So, with all that being said, like I said, everything I say is substantiated. All you got to go do is look it up. But the Jerky Boys leader, whatever his name is, I forgot his name, he said he didn't find it funny, and that's not even what they would have been doing. They wouldn't have been doing that because he would have understood what it meant. He would have understood that the community was going to be upset about it. He's smart. See, when you're doing dumbass shit, you still got to be smart. You still got to be smart, bro. You can't just be a dumbass and expect nothing not to happen. You still got to be smart doing dumb shit. Oh, I'm dumb, but I ain't stupid. There you go. So let me read you guys' comments, man. Okay? That shit is funny as hell. And do not get it twisted. The civil suit is coming next. The civil suit is coming next because the NFL just admitted the culpability. They just admitted that a mistake was made that shouldn't have been made. Now Shedeur, Tyler Warren, Kyle McCord, Mason Graham, Abdul Carter, Chase Luntz, class action suit. NFL Players Association, NFLPA, just go ahead and get the civil suit jumping. Nobody's going to jail, but you gotta pay. You know how it was. Remember when you got caught, man, and they said, hey man, bail is gonna be $100,000. You said, no, I'll just go ahead and sit here until they let me out. You're gonna sit there because you're not paying to get out. You're not gonna pay. You're not gonna pay the fine. You're just gonna stay in there for a month. That's what you did, bro. That's exactly what you did. Okay? There's no crime involved. You either pay or you get your checks garnished or you get your credit ruined. It's beautiful, bro. Playing around with Shedeur Sanders got you all of that, bro. Really, man? Over a cocky kid? You should have just let him be cocky, man, and let a linebacker take care of him. Let a defensive end take care of Shedeur Sanders. But no, you thought you were going to do it. All right. Just pay. Just pay, bro. That's it. Okay? All those lemon drops and all those cosmopolitans that you bought for Chloe, you got to pay for all of those. Oh, and she already left already. No buns, just a bill. All right, let me read you guys' questions, man. Make sure you tip your bartender. Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. I'm enjoying this, dog. I really am. All right, I really am. All right, shady business. What's going on? We on. You know what it is. Okay, Chris Jones, what's going on? Nephew King Ed, what's happening? Okay, AP said, fine. 300, not 100. 350K. Payable next check. Next check, his father just got fined $350,000 because his son is stupid. I mean, come on. Who's cocky and arrogant now? Did Shedeur cost his father $350,000? Has Shedeur ever did anything like that to humiliate his dad? Nope. But like I said, pay, bruh. All right? Okay. All right. Okay, what's good? Justin Sizzle in the house. All right. Okay, what's going on? I'm chilling. Peace and blessings. Chi-Town checking in. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. I mean, you from Chicago. You understand, man. Okay, you understand, man. You cost your mama her job and have to pay some fines behind you, dog. Like, these kids nowadays don't have no respect for their families and they have no fear. If you don't have respect for your parents, you need to fear your parents. I mean, that's what you have to do. Because fear is going to get you to do what you're supposed to do. If you don't have respect for them, then they need to fear. He had no fear and no respect. He thought he was going to be able to get away with this shit. All right? That's crazy, man, to put your parents on the hook like that. And they're calling for your dad's job, bro. All right? Your dad's going to get fired. Your dad's going to get fired at the end of the year. The Falcons they're going to be a bad football team, bro. And he's going to get fired, bro. And it's not going to be because it's his fault. It's going to be because of you. Straight up, dog. All right. Okay. Goons in the chat, man. Blaze one for the nation. What's up, Booty Bang? Okay. Shedeur, Justice Saw said they're not going to stop talking about Shedeur. We all know that. Dude, Shedeur Sanders is right now is one of the most Googled things that's on the internet, bro. I can legitimately when I was looking at stuff, I put SHE she and Shedeur. It's number one, bro. You made this dude into a martyr. Now there's a movement now. People are talking about not buying his jersey, buying it from his website. People are galvanizing, dog. Like this shit has turned into something. You created something you didn't need to create. Shedeur is like what you said. He's not that good. He's overrated. He's this and that. Let him get drafted and let him go in the NFL. And like y'all said, he's gonna get cut. He's a camp body. All of that. Y'all created an absolute movement messing with him. I'm telling you, man, it's too late now. No, you don't get to unring the bell now. Okay? All right, it's too late. King Ed, I'm about to put a 14 parlay in today, man. The Lakers, see what them Lakers are gonna do. Lakers are gonna get the calls today. The only way they lose today is that they don't make shots. They're gonna get a lot of calls. They're gonna get a lot of calls, man. All right. I think the Lakers win today. 3 in a row. We gotta do one game at a time. It don't look good, but I think they win today because I think that the referees are gonna be calling hellish shit. I said that's what I think. All right. Miss G's Raiders keep talking about the Shedeur Sanders. They're going to keep having to pay attention and change their thinking. Oh man, whether you change your thinking or not, you're going to have to change your bank balance. A lot of you guys think that offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators get paid a lot of money. Just to put it in perspective, Chip Kelly is the highest paid offensive coordinator in the National Football League. He gets paid $6 million a year. That's for the offensive side of the ball. He gets more money than Josh McDaniels, who's a 6-time Super Bowl champion as an OC. What do you think Jeff Ulbrich is getting paid as an defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons? He might be getting paid $2 million. Okay? You got $2,000 in your, it's really easy. Money is just where the decimal point is. You got $2,000, let me make it easier. You got $200 in your pocket. Okay? Your son takes 30 of it. You're going to miss that 30 bucks. That's gas. That's gas, bro. That's at least a half a tank, man, of gas. Maybe a quarter tank. You're going to miss that. Hey, wait a minute. You look in your wallet, man, you got $170 instead of 200. The hell? Man, I had another 30 bucks. Matter of fact, let me make it even more accurate. You got $165. You're missing $35. You're going to miss $35 if you had 200 in your wallet. I don't care who you are. Hey, man, wait a minute. Did I buy something? Nah, your son took $35 out of your wallet. What happens? What do you tell him? Hey, son, what happened to that $35, dog? Your son Debo $35 out of your wallet, bro. You don't say shit? Nah. Make that $2,000. Now it's $3,500. I mean, not make it $2,000. Now it's $350. Okay. Make it $20,000. Now it's $3,500. See, let me keep going. Now make it $2 million, and it's $350. Oh no, he's definitely not just getting talked to. You understand that, right? 21 or no 21. I had $2 million in this account, and $350,000 is missing because of you. Nah, ain't nothing funny about that, big dog. Right? But it's funny to me now because now you got to pay. You got to pay now, bro. Okay? And you just ruined your father, bro. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. All right, what's going on? All right, straight up. Okay. All right, Mr. G's. King Ed said that 21-year-old goofy cost the Atlanta Falcons $250,000 and his dad $100,000. Yeah, but the Falcons are gonna bill his dad that extra $250,000. What did the Falcons do wrong? Here's why I wouldn't pay it. Arthur Blank is the founder, creator, and founder of Home Depot. He has a lot of money, but you don't have a lot of money giving away money. He understands the value of $250,000, dog. That could pay for a practice squad player. $250,000 can do a lot. Okay, oh, it's just that. No. They don't waste money, bro. Okay. The Falcons didn't do anything wrong except give you proprietary information that you were so responsible for, and I got fined for it. Why should I pay the $250,000? Why should the Falcons pay it? Yeah, the Falcons got fined for it, but they're going to bill you. They're going to bill you, bro. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, bro? That's exactly what they're going to do. Straight up. And 100,000. Now it's 350,000. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. 111. I see those ones. Doesn't stop prank on doorbell ditch is something you do in middle school. But we didn't get charged for it. Oh, these are crimes, things we used to do when we were kids. He's a grown ass man. If you're doing ding dong ditch, bro, we used to do it all the time. But I was fast as shit. Ding dong ditch, bro. The worst thing that can happen to you is that the police grab you, scoop you up, take you home, and tell your parents. That's all. That's the worst thing that would happen to you, bro. Cops grab you, scare the shit out of you, put you in the back of the car. Don't cuff you. Just put you in the car and go and ding dong your door, and your mama or your grandmother come out and they say, this, is this your child? Yes. You got caught ding donging people's door. And that was worse than the police if you had a right type of family. So these people, now it's you ding dong did somebody's door, they pick your ass up, they take you to the house, and they present you with a big ass bill. Your son ding dong the door, that's $350. Here's a ticket. Oh, it's a whole different ball game now. It ain't just, you get your ass whooping your own punishment. Now you're costing me $350. So like I said, bro, it's funny, but it ain't. Okay. All right, King Ed, but somehow Shedeur's character is being questioned. Oh, we all know why. Somebody's not being fined, though, are they? Somebody ain't gotten their dad $350,000, bro. If it was me, bro, it would really take my wife to have to prevent me from just cutting his ass off for like a good amount of time. I'd cut my son off, bro, for a good. You're too grown, man, to be needing me for help. I mean, if there's anything else going on, you're my son. You need anything else? Somebody messing with you, but outside of all your little shit, dog, not paying for your school no more. Not paying for your car no more. You need a place. You need a place to stay. You can stay here, dog, but you got to work. Ain't no laying around playing PlayStation. Like, I'm not gonna abandon you, dog, but I'm not helping you. You're 21, dog. You're grown, dog. You cost me $350. Obviously, you know what you're doing. Obviously, if you could, charge me and your mom $350, because that's your mom's money too. That's your mama money too, dog. Okay, you take from your dad, you take it from your mom. They're together. They're not. It ain't no your mama live over here and I live over here. Both parents are in the house. You're taking from your mama. You took from your mama and you took from your daddy. Obviously, you're grown. Obviously, you got it figured out. Get your ass out. Get out, dog. Can't stay here. You got it under control, bro. I got to pay this bill. Okay. Shady business is rolling. All right, single family man. Claude from the movie Life was an uppity ass. Straight up. You already know that. Okay. Dexter said clout chasing gone wrong. His pop's hat needs to be fired. They are really on his head, bro. Pause. They are not playing, bro. That the community is mad. They are pissed. Okay. They are pissed. The Falcons fan base is definitely dark. A lot of dark complected people of different nationalities. They mad as hell, bro. They pissed. They want him fired. And you know what? He's going to get fired. He's not going to get fired for this, but he's going to get fired after next year, after this season, and they don't do shit. He out. He gone. He gone, bro. No latitude. And he might get fired in the middle of the season, bro. They start struggling. Watch what happens. Jeff Ulbrich, DC of the Atlanta Falcons, was relieved of his duties in week 3. Watch. I'm telling you, he done. It's over for him, though. He already got fired last year from the Jets job. This dude is not good. Remember y'all said Shedeur ain't good? Jeff Ulbrich, as a defensive coordinator, isn't any good. He just got fired from the Jets last year. Now he's with the Falcons. He's going to get fired again. Okay? Funny as hell. Shady business said, like you like to say, you picked the right one, MF. Yeah, you picked the right one, dog. You got it right. You showed him, though. You showed him, dog. Just pay, bro. Just pay, bro. That's all you got to do. Just pay. Okay. Oh, we don't have to worry about you writing a check. We just take it out of your check. All right. Riz Rolly, what's going on, man? Fine as a slap, nothing else. Yeah, it's a slap, but who's it slapping? I just told you why it didn't go any deeper. The Falcons are fortunate that the CEO and general manager of their team is the head of the competition committee of the National Football League. That's the only thing that saved you, bro. You had a connect. You had a plug. You had somebody that they're like, yo, man, it's Charlie. Damn it, Charlie. Man, call Charlie, bro. Roger Goodell's. Hello? Charlie, it's Roger. Hey, what's up? Hey, man. What the hell's going on? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, we supposed to be taking fines from you, dog. I know, man. We didn't know, though, bro. We did not know. I didn't know that Jeff Ulbrich's kid is a little shit, dog. We had no idea, man. We did everything we're supposed to do. Supposed to be taking some penalties from your ass. But you know what, dog? Due to the fact that we've been friends for 30 years, due to the fact that we went to college together, due to the fact that I am your son's godfather, I know, dog. We're going to find the shit out of you, man, but we're not going to take no pics from you, dog. As a family favor. Okay? Okay, man. Okay. You better not come out and refute shit. I need a statement by the end of the day that you agree and y'all going to go out in this community and you're going to start serving turkeys to these people. During Halloween, during Thanksgiving, you're going to be giving out Christmas presents, toys for tots, all that shit. Okay. Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Godfather. Kiss the ring. Now get your ass out of my office. That's what happened. So when you say it's a slap on the wrist, it was because of personal relationship. It was a slap on the wrist. But what about all these other phone calls? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said earlier? Y'all thought Shedeur was the only that's the only person you care about, is it Shedeur? But everybody else, I just named you. Want me to name them again? So you guys don't forget? Tyler Warren, Kyle McCord, Mason Graham, Chase Luntz, and Abdul Carter. The investigations are ongoing. They're still looking into it. Okay. A somebody from the NFL under condition of anonymity says the investigation is ongoing. So you better hope your team ain't attached. I hope the Raiders did. I hope nobody from my squad made any phone calls, bro. Okay. I don't care if it's a jump off. I hope a jump off. I don't care who it is. Because you're going to lose draft picks on this one. So when you say that, you're right. But only because you got lucky. All right. Violated NFL disclosures. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Oakland Baller stuff, man. I know, Red Guy, when will these kids ever learn to stop trolling and clout chasing? It's part of their culture now. It's part of their culture, bro. It's part of their culture. They got a lot to gain, bro. Clout chasing makes the Pauls brothers. It makes a Jake Paul. It makes a Logan Paul. It gets you paid millions and millions of dollars, bro. And it gets you paid now. You monetize trolling. Trolling is monetized. Trolling is can get you a bag. That's why they do it, bro. Fame, adulation, you getting subscribers, you're getting buns from girls who wouldn't give you buns. But this time it didn't work. This time it didn't work, bro. You thought that you was going to be big man on campus. Now everyone's talking. Girls are definitely looking at you like you stupid. All right? Straight up. Okay, you're going to be picking up trash after the game, dog. This dude, shady business. This dude's going to be going to the local churches around Atlanta. He's going to be going to Ebenezer Baptist Church, the one that Martin Luther King used to be at. He's going to be down there at the church, bro. Okay, down there singing in the choir. Wading in the water, wading in the water. He's going to be in the choirs in the black churches singing and shit. Okay, I cannot wait to see his punk ass down there mad because he's pouring soup in a bowl, bro. I can't wait, man. This is going to be funny as hell. All right, straight up. Okay, all right, man. Okay, King Ed, the numbers came out this year's draft. Viewership is over 40%. 733 marched a modern day flogging of his young brother like it was 1825. Oh yeah, they did say that day 3, their ratings was out through the roof, bro, because everybody wanted to see where Shedeur was going to go. All you did was empower this kid. The worst thing that can happen to all you Shedeur Sanders haters is that he balls. That's the worst case scenario. If Shedeur goes Sanders, okay, I'm just going to say hypothetically, like, oh, it's never going to happen. Okay, only 2 things can happen, dog. It's a flip of a coin. Either Shedeur's going to ball or he's not. What if Shedeur Sanders lights it up and becomes the NFL Rookie of the Year? Oh, my God. What if Shedeur Sanders goes to the Browns and takes the Browns to the playoffs? Like, you've created something you're not going to be able to control. All right? It's funny. CC Ruthless, they need to figure out the other kid and punish him with the community service. It just said the NFL is investigating all prank calls. They said it in a statement, bro. They said it in a statement. It is the failure to prevent disclosure of confidential information distributed to the clubs by the NFL draft. So what I also found out, you guys, was that the NFL only issued Boost Mobile 15 phones. Okay? So they only 15 people got a phone from Boost Mobile from the NFL. All right? The other phone calls, somebody else prank called, but all those players all had numbers that were not listed. So it isn't like, oh, you're just going to use the phone number that you gave the Shooby Dooby, at the gas station that you met at the pump. It ain't that number. All of them had to have a number that was designated for a phone call. So when that phone rang, it was the NFL. You didn't use your public phone. Whether your agent got you a phone or whoever, only the NFL had the number to call you. If you were a person who was supposed to receive a phone call, your agent was going to provide you with a phone or a phone number for the NFL to call you. So when that phone rings, it isn't the barber asking you why you're late for a haircut. It isn't, hey man, where are you at? Yo dog, we're already here, man, waiting for you at the movies. No. So whoever breached that number, that is going to be your ass, dog. Whoever's out there, you better start getting ready. I would just turn myself in, bro. If it was me, bro, if I was one of them stupid ass people, I would just go and just turn myself in. Go and just say, hey, I'm just here to say I was a part of it. Get in front of it. Get out in front of it, dog. Be the person to come in, okay? Since it isn't criminal, snitches gonna get stitches, bro. All right, it ain't nobody's going to jail. Hey, man. Hey, I'm not trying to pay, bro. I go in there and throw myself on the mercy of Roger Goodell and be like, hey, I called Tyler Warren, since you guys only care about the people that don't look like Shedeur. Hey, man, I was a part of it. Okay, is there anything we can work out where I don't have to pay, bro? Like, I don't want to have to pay, bro. I don't need this on my credit report. Your credit's already bad now. Okay, you already know that. Okay, you didn't pay for that damn Nextel phone you had back in the day. It's still on your credit report, though. Okay, you know that. So you don't need to have a judgment on your report too. All right. Okay, straight up. Egalitarian in the house. Ike boy, what's going on? Okay. No, they did not figure it out yet. CC Ruthless says, did they figure out who Chase Luntz, Isaiah Bonds on that list too, and Tyler Warren? No, I just said it again. The NFL, quote, the NFL still looking into the other prank calls made to players during the draft, but they say it was unrelated to the call made by made to Sanders, meaning that all these other calls had nothing to do with the other calls. They've already figured it out. So for people, well, how do you know that they didn't call? See, because when you're a dumbass and you're on the wrong side of history, when you're on the wrong side of history, that's when you try to validate why you're on that side. You're looking stupid over there. Well, what about everybody else? What about, how do you know that? See, all that. The people that are over here, we don't do that. Have you noticed that we're not explaining why you answering all these questions? We don't have to. We're on the right side of history. Matthew Shack Unfiltered has been on the right side of history on this channel since the beginning. Since Friday, since they started this campaign, this hate campaign, this modern buck breaking that they tried to do. I've been on the right side of history, dog. I've been standing on the right side. I don't have to move a muscle. You're the ones that's wiggling around. You're the ones that's trying to figure it out. You guys are the ones that's trying to grasp at straws. You guys are the one that's trying to think these situations, pointing fingers. What about them? What about him? What about him? What about them? What? Oh, y'all doing all of that? We don't got to do that. The NFL said the phone call that was prescribed to the guy who you wanted to go to, Shedeur Sanders, was one call. The people who were involved in that call called nobody else. That's already in stone. They've done that much homework to know that nobody else involved with this caper had anything to do with Tyler Warren, Isaiah Bond, Kyle McCord, Mason Graham, Chase Luntz, and Abdul Carter, and others. They've already said that. No matter how much you try to bark it, it's been explained. Those are all other cases. You got other people from the NFL's security department looking into all of that shit. You got investigators looking at it. You got people looking at subpoenaing people's telephone records. You got all kinds of shit going on. You did the right thing, bro. You really wanted this smoke. Now it's your house is on fire, bro. Okay, that's what it is. I don't feel sorry for you, dog. I don't got to look over my shoulder, bro. Okay. I mean, it's like, man, you're driving around and you got a nice whip, bro. And no matter if the police pulls you over, your license is valid. You have valid insurance. You have registration on your car. Like, there's no weed smoking my shit. You know, my tint's not too dark. My tail light's not out. Like, you're just pulling me over, dog, because you think you got something. I'm just gonna sit right here, bro. Get on the phone, call my attorney, ask for a supervisor. I don't got time to mess with you, bro. Okay? What are you pulling me over for? Oh, well, you have a broken tail light. No, I don't. This car, I don't have a broken tail light. Could you call your sergeant, please? Like, I'll call your superior. Oh, well, what do you need him for? No, your police policy says that I can request a supervisor. You're not a supervisor. I see no bars on your shirt. You're just a little hand-me-down policeman. Get on the phone, call your supervisor. I'll be out of here in 10 minutes. Guess what you do? You go ahead and you call dispatch. Dispatch. How do you think I know that? How do you think Shaq knows? Hey, man, I don't have time to talk to you, little Rudy Poo ass. You're Rudy Poo. I even had people tell me, well, my sergeant's right here. Okay, sergeant, come over here. How you doing? Why am I pulled over? Well, he said, well, guess what, dog? May I get out of my car and show you that my lights are not out? Oh, no, sir, you can go ahead and go. You know how many times I've been told that? Oh, you know what, sir? Sorry for the inconvenience. That's it. You're the one that's going to have to write that police report up, dog, and, you know, internal affairs will be seeing you soon, all right? Trust me. So that's how that works, bro. You're going to get to pick on people because you don't like nobody, dog. You want to be a bully, bro? You got to pay those bully fees, bro. You got to pay the bully price. Simple as that. What's up, Sarah? Just got back from your walk. Miss Patrice on here. What's going on? Top of the morning. Turi in the house. Okay, Jeff Ulbrich, lucky to be on the 49er coaching staff last year. Hey, man, he going to be done. He finished. The community fan base don't want him. They don't want him, dog. And the Falcons defense is trash. Got to think things through, man. You got to think everything through, bro. Have more respect for your own last name, bro. He didn't have no respect for his last name. He learned the hard way, bro. He learned the hard way, dog. He's always going to be known as the dumbass that did that. That's going to follow him around for the rest of his life. Okay? He's stupid. All right. Shady Ben says, cost to be the boss. Keep telling y'all, shit ain't cheap. Hey, dog. Hey, man. Shit, the person who pays the bills is running shit, right? The person who has to pay the bill calls the shots. Jeff Ulbrich, you better really get your arms around your son, dog. Your son is spiraling, bro. Your son's in big trouble. Your son he's in jeopardy, bro. I don't want nothing to happen to his kid, dog. He has to understand this is definitely an intervention, bro. You need to do an intervention on your son, bro. And like I said, there's a lot of men running around here thinking this shit is okay. You're an addict too. You're an addict too, bro. If I was Jeff Ulbrich, I would be really concerned about my son. I would be super concerned. Who are you hanging with, dog? Who was the dude that was making the phone call? Who was the little bastard that was on the phone with you? Who the hell is this dude? You don't think Jeff Ulbrich knows who the kid is that made the phone call? You got to remember, Jax Ulbrich was the one sitting on the bed with his hand in his hands. Very low self-esteem, dog, to let somebody talk you into that. Like with my house and my parents, bro, I got more in trouble for following along with a dumb caper than being the curator of it. If I was following my friends and they did some dumb shit, it was worse than me doing it on my own. That's how I learned how to start being my own person, to think about my own shit. If I'm going to do something stupid, I'm not going to do it with your plan. I'm going to do it with my own plan, because I'll be in less trouble if I just do it on my own. And if I'm smart enough to come up with a scheme to do something on my own, I'm smart enough to think of the repercussions. I'm smart enough to think of what will happen if it doesn't work. And then I will talk myself out of it, and I won't be in it in the first place. But like I said, a lot of you guys are yes men. A lot of you guys really did that powder because they said it isn't going to hurt you and all of that shit. And now you're an addict. Simple as that, bro. This is what it is. They told you it was going to be easy. They were just going to go in, Mr. Johnston, he's 80 years old. Somebody just hold him there, and we take the money, not understanding Mr. Johnson had 30-6 in there, and now somebody is in there leaking. And now all y'all going to jail. I mean, hey, can't tell you nothing. It's too late now. Should have thought of that before. Shady Business said Deion balled out in Ohio with the Reds. Oh, yeah, dog. People try to act like Deion Sanders isn't a great athlete. People, oh, man, he's a clown. Deion said, oh, you can say all of it too, but you got to also say one of the greatest athletes of the 20th century. When you say greatest athletes of the 20th century, that's the year 1901, not 1900, just to show you how smart I am. 1901, okay, to 1999, or actually to 2000, then 2001 it starts. You got to, when you talk about greatest athletes, you got to say Jim Thorpe, you got to say Michael Jordan, you got to say Babe Ruth, you got to say Muhammad Ali, you got to say Bo Jackson, you got to say Jesse Owens, you got to say Deion Sanders. You got to put his name in there with the greatest, not greatest football, greatest basketball, just athletes. Deion Sanders is a top 10 athlete of an entire century. He didn't become a coach of the Colorado Buffaloes until the 21st century. Okay? This dude was already the greatest cover corner in the history of the NFL in 95 when he was with the Cowboys. He already solidified himself a gold jacket. So you're playing around with somebody whose pay grade is super high, whether you like them or not. See, people really think that who they like means some shit. I don't like this person, I can do this. People think I like this person, I can do this. Don't work like that. Viral Industry said, fire Jeff. Felix, what's going on? King Ed, I'm a father. I'm not sure if my kids like me. But I do know this, they have too much respect for me, do anything like that, personal space, and go gang goofy. The father thing, King Ed, fathers aren't respected like mothers are. They're not. And nor should they be. All right? Being a father, bro, 9 times out of 10, it's a non-appreciative situation. Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day for my wife, flowers, son drawing pictures, dinner, off her feet, spa, nails, hair, whatever she want to do. All right? Father's Day, June, they might not even remember that shit. They give you a bottle of high karate. They tell you they ain't gonna bother you. Can watch the game. It ain't gonna bother you, dog. You ain't getting shit. You get a pair of socks that you don't need and an ugly ass tie. That's what you get. Okay? And you better love it. Because that's what you are. You were not to be celebrated in that way. But what you definitely aren't is to be disrespected. Okay? Yeah. My son make me a little love you dad and some crayon and shit. My son 4. He'll be 5 in a couple of months. That's what I'm gonna get. And maybe I get something to eat. Maybe I get something. Possibly. Probably not. Probably ain't gonna go out. Maybe. My wife probably take us out. All right. Well, we can't do it today. It probably won't even be King Ed. It probably won't even be on Father's Day. Be like, all right, later in the week, we're gonna take you to eat. It won't even be on Father's Day. Mother's Day, shit. It's going down. But with that being said, bro, that's all you want from your kids is respect. Because if your kids respect you, they're gonna love you. All right? And if they love you, they're gonna make sure that they show that they love you the best way they know how. All right? So Jeff Ulbrich's kid might love him, but he don't respect him. You went into his private shit and knew that was his job and took it because you don't have no respect for your dad. Now you got to respect that $350,000 tab that he's got. And like I said before, if I was Jeff Ulbrich, I'd be very concerned about my son. I'd be super concerned about it. I'd be concerned. But like I said, there's not a lot of good fathers. A lot of fathers ain't shit. All right? Okay? Woody Wise says, like I said, there's always somebody that's going to try to justify it. You do silly things when you're young. We're all guilty of that. As a 56-year-old man, I would have told him, nah, it's a bad idea. But at 21, I would have done it all day long. And you would have paid $350,000 too. Let's not act like we're not around. We're not in the same age group, bro. We're in the same age group, dog. There's no way in hell I did dumb shit, but I didn't do nothing that dumb. There's a level of dumbness. If I'm going to do something dumb, I'm going to do something that's going to affect me. I'm not going to do something to affect my parents and affect my parents' livelihood and all of that. That's sadistic. That's somebody who's really stupid. So it isn't, you can't blame that on youth. There's a lot of 21-year-olds running around. You don't get to be 21 and say, oh, well, we all do dumb stuff. What dumb stuff did you do? You put me back and you put me in a hot tub time machine, Woody, why? And you make me 21. And you look at the dumb stuff you did it when you were 21, and I look at the dumb stuff that I did at 21, and I guarantee you we're not doing the same dumb shit. I guarantee you I'm not doing what you're doing. Because if you're justifying that, we ain't even nowhere around each other, homie. We're nowhere around each other, bro. Okay? I'm 21, man. Let me see what was one of the dumbest things, because I'm transparent. I ain't gonna tell you every damn thing, but let me see if I something I could think of when I was 21 that I did that I shouldn't have did when I was that age. Let me see if I could think of something. Get back to you on that. I'm trying to think of something that I wanna say. What dumb shit did I do when I was 21? Shit, a lot of shit I can't say. A lot of shit I can't say because I'm smart. But I know I wouldn't have costed my father and my parents $350,000 over a prank call. Okay, I wouldn't have been prank calling nobody at 21. How about that? Put a 1 in the chat. We're all over here. It should be at least 21. Put a 1 in the chat when you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing at 21. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have did a prank call at 21. And put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't have. Put a 2 down for me. I wasn't making no prank phone calls at 21. Okay, but you got it, bro. You go right ahead. Viral industry, man. Hate will not be tolerated. Definitely won't. See, ruthless generation think it's funny and cool. They deserve consequences. Jerry Maguire, based on Drew Rosenhaus. Yeah, man. All right. All right. Smoking pots. Caller still unidentified? Yep. If I see anybody put 21, you would have been making prank phone calls like the Jerky Boys when you were 21 years old. You got to understand what 21 is, bro. Now, Woody, I'm going to use you as an example, bro, because I know your era, bro. Your era is around my era. We're around the same era, bro. When I turned 18, That was maybe a year or two when the just to let you younger cats know, there used to be a time when you were 18, you could do everything. You could drink, you could legally drink, you could vote, you could do all these things, bro, when you're 18. But when I got 18, the state of California, like a year or two before, I'm not sure when, they changed the drinking laws from 18 to 21, bro. So all the older cats in the hood, they had already been in the clubs and bars and strip clubs since they was 18, 19, 20. Now they're old. They didn't get interfered with. By the time I was 18, I couldn't do nothing but vote, go in the military, you know, possibly get blown up somewhere in a different country. Couldn't buy a drink. None of that shit. I was mad. I'm like, damn, I didn't get a chance. But when I went to Hawaii, when we went to Hawaii, it was 18. I could drink. I could go to event. I could go and do everything. So guess what? A couple of years after that, by the time my brother, who's younger than me, by the time he turned 18, they made it a national law that no state could you be 18 and drink, and you had to be 21. So guess what? He was mad because he's like, man, I can't do anything. At least you could go to Hawaii and drink. At least you could do this. At least you couldn't do nothing. Okay? So my point is this, bro. Hey, bro. Your 21 and my 21 ain't the same. I damn sure wasn't going to be prank calling nobody at 21. I wasn't. I had too many other things to be doing. Something that's going to put some money in my pocket or some buns in my bed. That's all I cared about. Money and some buns. That's it. I'm 21. I'm in college, bro. I'm in college getting my bachelor's degree, my own apartment, no roommates. Okay, brand new car, bruh. No job. Okay, my parents paid for my college. I didn't have to do shit. All my boys is going to fold a burrito at Taco Bell. I'm chilling. I'm going after class. I'm going back to who wants to come to study hall at Shaq's apartment. You don't even understand. I had it good. You think I was gonna mess that up over a prank phone call and oh, I'm 21. We're all young and we're all dumb and we do dumb shit? Nah, dog. Nah, man. Nah. Cause come the first, my dad had to pay that tuition. My dad had to pay for them books, and my dad had to pay my apartment, and my dad had to pay my car note. You crazy as hell? You think I'm gonna blow that dog to be funny? Nah. My parents didn't have as much money as Jeff Ulbrich. So that just goes to show you, man. We're not the same, Woody. Okay. We're not the same. All right. Miss Patrice in the house. What's going on? All right. Mike Hurd. Smoking pots. Band called the White House for Nate Light Pizza and funny as hell until they called back. Oh, yeah, dog. Everything's funny. Everything's funny until the blowback, bro. Okay. I'm going to tell you, man. I remember the first time I ever fired a rifle. My father was with me, and we were at one of his friends' house in the country or something. And this is why when you have a dad and your mom are together, things are different. Because when your dad's taking you somewhere, your mother's not there to interfere or try to get involved. Well, my parents were together until my mother left. All right. I was grown as hell. But anyway, we went to one of my dad's co-workers' house, and he had a little farm out there, and I went out with my dad, and they were gonna be shooting a rifle. So he said to my dad, he's like, hey, you know, imagine I ever shoot a rifle. I started shooting a rifle at 6 years old. I think I was 9 or something like that. And my mom was told my dad, don't let him shoot that rifle. My dad was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No. My mom was definitely not trying to have me shoot no rifle, bro. But we got into the little Jeep, and we went off into the little thing, and my dad was like, all right, we're gonna let you shoot around. I never held a rifle in my life, bro. I'm from the inner city, man. I'm from the city, bro. I ain't from no damn country and shit. So the dude showed me, so take the rifle, you put the rifle on your thing, and showed me how to properly, you know, he guided me. He just didn't have me just had behind me and put it to there, dog. Put my finger on the trigger and told me, okay, I'm gonna count to 3 and shot it up in the air, some buckshot or some shit. I thought it was cool as hell, bro. I'm about to fire a rifle, man. My mama don't want me to do it. I'm about to be a man. Until that blowback hit a nigga's shoulder, dog. When that kaboom, when that shit hit my shoulder, dog, at 9, My dad laughed, that dude laughed, and I didn't. Because my father's from the country, this nigga's from the country, and I'm from the city. I was like, it was funny until that damn blowback, bruh. Do you want to do it again? No. That's all it took for me, dog. I was a smart ass kid. I'm like, nah, dog, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. When I got back, man, I just was doing this. My mom she was mad. My mom was pissed off, but she knew what was gonna happen. She knew once I got into that Jeep, I was gonna shoot that rifle, bro. Because I was like, yeah, I can't wait. What are we gonna shoot? Are we gonna shoot a bird? Are we gonna shoot a squirrel? They're like, calm down. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I was ready till that damn, what they call it, bro? What they call it? Recoil. That's what it's called. That recoil hit a nigga. But oh dog, like I said, it wasn't funny then. So the blowback and the recoil of the joke is here now. 350K. We love it, dog. We love it. We love it, dog. Just pay the bill, bro. Stop crying. Stop crying, man. You wanted to go to dinner with the big boys? It's just like a lot of y'all learned the hard way, man. Y'all used to drinking with your friends and shit. Then you want to sit on the porch and drink with your dad and your uncle and your grandfather and his friends and shit. You want to sit out there and you know, spit tobacco and all that shit now. Your ass ain't built for that shit, dog. You ain't ready for no real drinking and shit. You over there drinking Miller Lights and shit. You ain't used to drinking no damn Wild Turkey. You ain't. Come on, bruh. You guys all know that you bit off more than you can chew. You know you've done it. Every man has done it, bit off a little bit more than you could chew, bro. And you know what, dog? You just lucky nobody had it on tape. You just lucky nobody filmed it. You just lucky there was nobody going live on your shit. These fools filmed their demise. These dumbasses actually filmed and posted it. It's in the cloud forever. How stupid you were when you were 21. Don't nobody know what I did when I was 21. Not a damn person but Shaq. Every caper I ever did, I did on my own. I never had a witness. I never had an accomplice. I never had nobody with a nigga. Me by myself, bro. So it dies with me. When I'm out of here, that's when it is. And I didn't never do nothing else. I never had nothing happen. I never was caught up, never read, none of that shit. Anything I did, nobody knows. I never paid the price for it. I never did no time for it. I never had to pay a fine for it. None of that shit. Everything I ever did, I did on my own. On my lonely, as we would say. Solo dolo. Because I knew I couldn't trust nobody. And the biggest things that I did was, you said something about me, I'm gonna go around you. I know your girl works at Office Max. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna act like I'm gonna buy a pen set and shit. I'm gonna start spitting at her, and next thing you know, and then I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you. You'll see your ass at Bally's. I'm gonna see your ass at LA Fitness. I'm gonna see you guys at Nautilus, at the gym, and I'm gonna say, "What's up, dog? What's going on? What's happening? Oh man, you ever meet my girl? Oh hey, how you doing? Hey." That's what I would do. That's what I was doing. Getting even with all y'all. You don't know it now. You've been married to your girl for, 25 years. You don't know what happened. You have no idea. Okay? We looking at each other like, so that's what it is. So keep acting like this is okay. All right. Okay. Shady business in the house. Them phones were provided by the league. All right, Tony Brown. I was going to tell you about this earlier. Yeah, everybody texts me. They say it all the time. Jerky Boys classic. Even the Jerky Boys said that they don't do that kind of shit. Even the Jerky Boys have some kind of decorum, bro. Okay. Like I always say, gangsters have rules too, bro. Okay. There's a difference between a gangster and just a damn psychopath. Okay, who's just on a spree. You remember Tony Montana and Scarface, one of my favorite movies, bro. I mean, go make sure you go get the Tony Montana hoodie that's on the Matthew Shack Unfiltered official site, okay? Google. Make sure you pick that up. Go right to this channel, look at this short so you can see how fly I was in Vegas with it. With that being said, remember when Tony Montana was in the car and they were getting ready to blow up the car for the dude that was going to the go there to do the at the UN. He was going to go to the United Nations and they were going to blow his car up, and the kids were in the car and the dude was getting ready to blow it up. He says, "No wife, no effing kids." And he said, "Shut up, pull up. Man, you over here, you're a piece of shit." And he got pissed and he shot him and blew his head off. Because Tony Montana was like, I'm not doing nothing to no wife and no kids, bro. I'm not doing it. And then Sosa came and saw him, came and got his ass, and that was the end of the movie, remember? He died because he had morals. A man who made his bones on doing everything he shouldn't have did still had a limit. There was still a line that Tony Montana never crossed, and that was like, no wife, no kids. Don't matter how rough you are, bro. I don't care whether you're in any type of those gangs or your Neo or your any of those families, okay? The LKs, any of that shit, okay? The C's, the B's, the V's. I'm not gonna say their names on here, but anybody who's really knows, I'm saying all kinds of different factions that are behind the wall, okay? All of them will put some metal in you in the wrong way if you did something to some kids. Don't matter. You could have did everything else. You did something to some kids, your days are numbered in there. So you guys go ahead. 350. Raw Rudy Rango, what's going on? Sarah said these kids nowadays are so stupid. Kids on the phone to find out who called. They're going to find out. I don't have to do the investigation. The NFL seems to be doing a great job. They're getting down to it. In the official statement from the NFL, they made it clear. They said it right. I'm gonna keep reading it, bro. They said the investigation into the other prank calls are still ongoing. I mean, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. I love the fact that everybody's making an effing excuse. Okay, let me read these donos. All right. Okay, Sarah K. Scott with the $20 dono. You are educating and telling the truth. Hey man, that's all I do over here. Sarah, I'm gonna tell you, the truth doesn't always get rewarded. Like I said, man, my channel would be so much more successful if I was down with the bullshit. The truth doesn't get rewarded, but what it does do, it keeps that karma off your back. When the numbers are being a wheel of fortune on your ass, when the wheel of fortune of life, when the Pat Sajak of the wheel of fortune of life is telling you to spin it, and you getting ready, it's going to avoid when you going bankrupt because you did the right shit. It's heading to zero. One past the zero, okay? Because I'm putting the right shit out there, dog. Okay, y'all, you looking like you winning. More subs, more views, more all of that. But you're putting out the wrong message. So later on down the line, when shit starts going bad for you, we're not gonna feel sorry for you. It is what it is. Okay. All right. Who else saw it here? Okay. Felix Smith with the $9.99 dono. Shaq, out of all the places in Atlanta, post prime did for the Falcons. Dog, I got cousins that are in Stone Mountain, dog. Atlanta, bro. When was the last time I was in Atlanta? Shit, me and my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. She was my fiance. That was, shit, it was cold as hell in Atlanta. It was probably about 9 years ago. All right? Atlanta, bro. There's a lot of money in Atlanta. Okay? All over, old money, all kinds of shit. All right? You're going to find out the hard way fooling around. Fooling around with Prime, bro. Prime's kid. Didn't do you no good. All right. Appreciate that, Sarah. Thank you so much. All right. And Felix. Appreciate you guys. All right. Let me go back to reading you guys' comments. What time is it right now? All right. 12:30. I'm good. Booty Bang said, who are the Jerky Boys? Hey, man, you got Netflix or something like that? Go watch their movies. All right? Go watch their movies. All right. Okay. Patrice got the green scar. Straight up. Okay. Think he'll be fired before training camp. Oh, they're calling for him his job. They want him fired. And you know what? It's not fair for him to get fired for that. But when you offend people, they don't care at that point. You've offended an entire community. Like I said, a lot of these dudes that's running around, they don't have to have respect for the urban community. They don't have to have respect for that because, they don't even have anybody that they have to deal with that represents that. But you'll find out, bro. There's a lot of power in the dollars that we spend, bro. Okay? It's a lot of money and a lot of power and a lot of influence. And guess what? Everybody wants money. Some people are like, hey, man, just because, I'm not doing it to them because you want me to do it to them. Hey, man, these people have been good customers. Okay? They've been good customers to me, and I don't care whether or not you don't like them because they're black, brown, spotted, dotted, striped, polka dotted, plaid, paisley. I don't give a shit about none of that shit. I care that they patronize my business. Okay? That's all they care about. You patronize my business, I'm looking out for you. You're not patronizing my business. I'm not listening to shit you say. Okay? Straight up. All right. All right. All right, man. Tony Brown. Oh, it's more than just a slap. He's going to feel this. The fine is half of what he makes a year. Somebody go and find out what Jeff Ulbrich's contract is. Well, how much he gets paid a year? That fine is off the top, bro. That's not prorated. There's no payments on that. That's immediate. KB the Raider. He just apologized for his son's actions. More to come, pal. It's one thing to be liable and responsible for a minor kid. Let's just make it innocent because these people want to think it's innocent. Okay, we're going to come up with an innocent scenario. You're playing baseball and you hit a home run and you break somebody's window. You're on a baseball diamond. You're in a legitimate game. You just caught one. You caught one and it went over the fence and busted somebody's windshield on the street. Okay? Because if you come from schools like I came from, the baseball diamond was really close to the street. You weren't like, you were pretty close to the street. You can hit a ball in the street. All right? Whether it be a foul ball or a home run. Let's just say you hit a foul ball. Okay? And you break somebody's windshield. Okay? You don't get to say, well, hey, man, all I was doing was playing baseball. Nah, dog. You're 14 years old. You broke a window. Your parents are liable for that. Unless the family is saying, hey, man, it's all good. Don't worry about it. But if they can't afford it, bro, you got to pay for that. You don't get to say, oh, well, man, we're just having fun. They're just kids. No, you got to pay for that. All right? That makes sense. You work it out with the parent. You break a window. Okay? I mean, I did that playing baseball. Playing in the front yard, man. We were playing football, man. And the football, broke a window or knocked over a plant or messed up something. My dad had to, figure it out with the family or whatever. I didn't do it on purpose, but it doesn't matter. My parents were liable because I was a minor. Now you're 21, bro. You can drink. You can smoke. You could vote. You got all the rights of an adult. But your father still got to foot the bill for your dumb ass, bro? I got to pay for it? Nah. It's not the same. But you cost your dad $350. We don't feel sorry for you. Okay. Central Coast Cali Raiders asking me about their unlawful termination. I can't determine that, bro. When I did my lawsuit was for intellectual property. My lawsuit wasn't for unlawful termination. It depends on where you at, what state. You got all these statutes. Now I know you're in California because you're in Central Coast Cali, so you're in Central Coast area. Okay, so you're down like Salinas, Monterey, Seaside, Gilroy. You're in that area, Hollister. You're in Central Valley, Central County. You might be going down Kings County somewhere. All right. So I don't know what the laws on that. When I did mine, it was intellectual property. It was a different statute, different situation. I was just letting you know when I got my settlement check, I made sure that I wanted my tax deferred, meaning that you're paying the taxes, dog. I'm not paying capital gains on this money. You're paying it. So that's what you have an attorney for, bro. Okay? But I know you want the person fired, but what you need to be concerned about, dog, is just getting your money, bro. Don't worry about that part because that's going to mess you up. Just get paid, bro. Just get the money, dog. Don't worry about whether or not they get fired or not. I know you want revenge, but trust me, they lose that lawsuit, that person's going to get fired anyway. Just get paid. That's all I'm going to here to tell you, dog. Don't worry about it. That's what happened with me, dog. The person that did the shit they did to me thought that I was just some little dude that they could do it to. And that story that's a big story. That's a different story, dog. Okay. That story actually has an NDA on it. They made me sign a non-disclosure and they made the label sign a non-disclosure because they didn't want me to get out. And this was before the internet. Just be lucky that it wasn't social media around. This happened in the 90s, bro. They're like, we do not want this to get out. Okay? Do not say nothing. We won't say nothing. But you know, I said something anyway. It didn't matter. I mean, a lot of the people that's involved are no longer in the industry or they're no longer with us. They're gone. They're out of here. Off the planet. So it doesn't matter. Too late now. Can't, I mean, you know, an unalive person can tell no tales. So I can say what I want now. But the bottom line is, bro, that's what you have an attorney for. All right? So just letting you know, man. Letting you know, man, you play with people too much. They get attorney. Things like that, subpoenas. You got process servers serving you papers. Then you find out that it's not a game. And we really want you not to show up to court. We want the judgment. Please don't show up. Please take it as a joke. All right? All right? Please take it as a joke, dog. Okay? Okay? All right. So, okay, I'm going to have to go in a little bit, man. Going to go handle some business. All right? Charles Biggest, I turned myself in, was part of X amount of money, taking data off American citizens, told the John of the $7 billion. Hey, man, well, you know, what are you on here for, dog? Okay, if you're a billionaire. What's going on, B? What's going on? Okay. Should have took a pick. I just told you why they didn't take a pick. I just explained to you why they did not get a pick taken away from them. Because the CEO and general manager is ahead of the competitions community, a committee of the National Football League. The guy who is in charge of that is over the team. So he got a slap on the wrist. If it was anybody else, and there's going to be other people, they would have got a pick taken. That's from a person who spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because the investigation is ongoing, is saying that Rich McKay is the reason why the Falcons only got a slap on the wrist. They're saying if it wasn't for him, Falcons would have lost a draft pick. It's right here, bro. It's good to have connects, huh? It's good to know somebody in the police station to make sure that doesn't go on your record. Hey, Harry. Hey, man. What's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, Sarge? Hey, dog. Hey, man. You got your dumbass son down here, dog. We didn't book him, man. Come down here and get him. Come get him, dog. I'm on my way. Click. Sit. Sergeant Williams used to clap your aunt. Sergeant Williams used to clap your auntie. And that's the only reason why your dumbass son is getting a courtesy call. Come down here and get him. Damn, what'd he do? I'll tell you when you get here. But you better hurry up and get down here because I can't keep him pretty soon, man. Lieutenant's coming in. Lieutenant Johnson is coming in, and you know he can't stand you. I know. Get down here now, bro. Got him in a holding cell. His ass is supposed to be booked. He's supposed to be rolling his fingers on that paper right now. Roll it in the ink. Roll it on the paper. Roll it on the ink. Roll it on the paper. But Sergeant Williams used to clap your auntie. So, hey, dog. You're fortunate. So that's why. A relationship saved the Falcons a draft pick. But it didn't save Jeff Ulbrich, 350. All right, 5 more minutes and I got to go, you guys. All right, I got to get up out of here. I got things to do. Okay. Sarah said, for NFL prospects, personal information can be deemed as trade secrets. A trade secret is information device competitive business advantage might not have been known or shared to the public has. Security breach. Okay. Raider Trey said, cop dad educated you, Shaq. See, Raider Trey knows me. My father was a police officer. My father was a deputy sheriff. Okay. My father told me everything I needed to know. Everything I needed to know. All right. Still thought that I could get away with it because I was 21. Ain't that right, Woody? I'm young. Hey, give me a break. But I had certain names I could drop. I had certain things I could say to help me get out of a situation. Oh, I could drop Sergeant such and such's name. I could do this. I could do that. Okay. There's plenty of times I got told, get the hell out of here now. You Shaq's kid? Yes, sir. Get your ass out of here right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me and your father was in the police academy together. Get your ass out of here now. You know how many times I got told that shit? You know how many times I got told that shit, bro? Get out of here. Yes, sir. You understand that, dog? You don't got it like that. You don't got it like that. My father was connected. My father using my dad's name. I mean, me and my father had the same name. So it was a whole lot of Shaqs running around. This before Shaquille O'Neal was even known. So there were a lot of Shaqs running around, but me, my family. Wait a minute. Wait, I know that kid. Yes, sir. There was a time when I got, man, ain't nothing worse than having them put you in the car and take you to that. Y'all don't see, y'all, like I said, a lot of y'all soft, man. A lot of you guys are soft, bro. Y'all soft, man. You didn't go through shit. You didn't know what it was. Have me in the car, just drove me to the house, bro. Pull up in the driveway. My mom looking out the window. See me get out. Oh, you don't even understand. I'm scared. I'm not scared because of y'all. I'm scared because I didn't do nothing. I was just around. Y'all understand that shit? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Shaq? He was in the wrong place. He was somewhere he shouldn't have been. What did he do? What did he do? Don't worry. We got it. We just brought him home. Oh, man. You thought it was, oh, okay. My mom's like, oh, okay. That's good. Okay. Like I said, man, the Falcons got lucky. The investigation's going on, man. We got about another 12 or 13 prank calls, at least maybe more than that, bro. It's going down. Okay? Trying to tell you guys, man, y'all keep playing with these people. Keep playing with Shedeur Sanders, his kid. With Prime's kid. Okay? Keep playing with it. All right? I'm about to get up out of here. Raider Twan said his son is crying for attention. Didn't even know it. Like I said, man, I see all these tools. I guess you guys weren't doing prank calls when you were 21, huh? Y'all might have been taking money out of the McDonald's cash register, but you weren't making prank phone calls and filming them. Too busy, Patrice said at 21. Okay? Straight up. All right? 2, that's corny. Pulled the drinking ID from, I already know, bro. I already know, man. Money in the pockets, buns, shooby doobies. Ain't got no time to be making jerky boy phone calls, bro. Filming them. Cornballs. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to get up out of here. I got to go. You asked me, was I firing? Dude, I was 9 years old. You think I knew? Didn't matter, bro. Like I said, a lot of you guys are idiots, bro. I was a little kid, dog, firing a grown man's weapon. I wasn't firing a kid's rifle. Like, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb, okay? I'm a kid from the inner city shooting a grown man's gun. The gun was too long for me to hold. I couldn't even reach Just to show you how stupid a lot of y'all are. When that rifle, I couldn't reach it. I couldn't hold it properly, bro. I needed help. Y'all thinking I was, what, 15? I was 9. Y'all stupid, bro. Y'all dumb, man. A lot of y'all really need help. Okay, yeah, I got the Cash App, man. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, let me get up out of here, man. I got to go run an errand and go handle some business. But yeah, rabbit hole is deep, man. There's more than one entitled kid in this scenario. There's more than one cocky kid in this scenario. There's more than one that needs to get put in his place, because it seems like another kid got put in his place too for being cocky and arrogant. But y'all say he's just a kid. He's only 21. Shedeur's only 23, bro. He's a kid too. But the difference is the kid that you're trying to put on a Victoria's Secret strapless gown for looks like you, and the other one looks like me. Master Shack and Filter.